At that point, I don't remember much. Okay. Not because I got to massage her breasts, but because just the whole experience of it. I got the wife at home. I'm trying not to lose my job, but what she's asking for was technically legal. All right, everybody, and welcome to Confessions of a Male Massage Therapist, episode 3. This is the series where I detail these stories from the 4 or 5 years that I was a massage therapist, most of which I spent being a therapist exclusively for women. Now, if this is the first time you stepped upon this series, I highly recommend starting at the beginning because I'm telling the stories in chronological order. But that said, we're here. Let's get going. Now, this story, nobody's going to believe this one. I've got a few. It's somewhat believable. But it is. Fluffy is sitting right here in front of me, and I don't like to swear on living things, but let's just say I wouldn't lie with my dog in a room. That's bad karma. We'll put it that way. So, the context to this is similar to the first 2 stories where I was recently at a massage school, only been out for a few months, and I was working for a lady that owned 2 spas in Florida. And this one, to also further add to the context, keep in mind, I went to massage school because I'm married, 3 kids, 2 boys with autism, with a girl in the middle, and the home-based business that we had on eBay just wasn't really cutting it to the tune of what we needed as the family grew. And so the decision was made that I would go to massage school. So my mindset at that point is I am dad, I am provider, I am, okay? That's the mindset I entered massage with. And boy, I got slapped with reality hardcore. So this story takes place at the spa that the last story took place is, which is the spa that was on the beach. And you would get, it was a pretty nice resort. You get, people coming and going. There's one particular group of stories I'll have where I was the massage therapist for, I believe the play was Mamma Mia. It was some Broadway play that came to where we were, but that's a different story. So this was a Sunday. Yeah, this was a Sunday, and I didn't work a lot of Sundays, but on occasion it would need to happen. And it was closing in on the end of the day, and the only people that were left in the spa was myself. I was finishing up a massage, and our the receptionist, Jessie. And so I come out of the last massage, and Jessie says, we just got a phone call, and it's from a woman that has requested a male therapist. Do you want to stay late? Now, you don't get a lot of specific requests for male therapists. In the spa environment, you might get more requests to make sure it's not a guy, but this woman was adamant, I do want a male massage therapist, and she wanted 2 services, and I said, sure, no problem. And then Jessie filled me in on what the services were. Now, it was 2 separate 90-minute services that would be done one on top of another. The second one was hot stone massage, which was normal. I had done that before. The first service that she requested, however, was a body wrap. Now, I had not even really been taught to do the body wraps because technically speaking, to do the body wrap properly, the lady needs to be fully naked or at the very least topless with the smallest panties known to man on. To do it the way it's in quote properly done. So generally speaking, the female therapists did that, and I didn't. So I didn't have really a lot of experience doing that. So she told me, and it was just kind of like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, I know, but she doesn't sound like she's from here, and she wanted a male therapist. Said, oh, okay, so all right, so we're good. I'm gonna do it now. To give you some context to the room, if any of you have ever worked in a spa environment, you know what I mean when I say this was the wet room. The room was completely tiled, okay? exclude, and there was the seal, everything was completely tiled. So you could bring a hose into that room and you could spray everything down and wash the walls, and it would drain into a drain that was on the floor, wet room. No air conditioning vent in this room, by the way. Did I mention we're in Florida? Okay. No AC vent, because you don't want to have the cold air blowing on your clients when you're doing hot stone massage, body wraps, etc. Okay. So the room was hot. We'll put it that way. The room would start hot. Okay. Now throw in the fact that I'm heating the stones. So you're starting to get the drift. So get the room all set up, and I like to have my stones ready before time, because in a normal stone massage, you might have 20 minutes to have them start warming up. I didn't want to stop in the middle of the body wrap and have them start warming up. So I'd already had the stones going. I'm already schwitzing. Okay. I'm already starting to sweat. Well, in walks my client. Now remember, I am dad. I am square dad. I just trying to feed my family. Literal French model. Not like she looked like a French model. Not like she could be a model. No, literal French model from France on vacation here with the whole accent. I'm not going to try to butcher it. I'm not going to try to butcher this accent, but she was animate. She comes in and she starts talking to Jesse, and I'm hearing it, and I come out and I see her. She's like 6 foot. Okay. I'm not a tall guy. Full on French model. She's here on vacation, and she just wants to have a male therapist because, in her words, they're better, they're stronger, they know what they're doing. Her words, not mine. So I'm already kind of like, oh, I can see how this day is going to go. This is going to be great. This is going to be great. So get into the room, and I start doing the professional explaining. Remember, I haven't done a body wrap. I know how to do it, but I shouldn't really be doing this. But in Florida at that point, I don't know what the laws are now. I should preface this. In Florida at that point, there had been basically no draping laws, because there had been a draping law in the books. And then the people that did Reiki and energy work pitched a fit about, hey, there may be times when we need to access the energy field without having clothing being a hindrance. And instead of bickering and fighting and moaning and groaning about it, the massage board at that time just said, screw it, no draping law. So technically speaking, by the law, she could be naked and it wasn't illegal. So I couldn't use that as a way out when I was trying to explain to her how it was done. And she said, hold on, stop. I want a male therapist for specific reasons. And one of the reasons is that I want to make sure that this service gets done right. And she wanted to make sure that she was allowed to be naked on the table. Okay. And while in my mind, I'm searching for a way to, how am I going to do this? She also then emphatically insists that, and I want to make sure that I get breast massage for both services. And now when she said that, now the law is you're allowed to do breast massage, can't touch the nipple. Okay. But when she said that, the alarm bells start going off in my head, where I'm like, am I being tested? I start kind of internally panicking. I haven't been out of school 6 months. I don't think I'd been out of school 6 months at this point. First job. Okay. And I start internally panicking. I'm schwitzing. I'm sweating already because the room is just getting hotter and hotter and hotter. I got this 6 foot model in front of me demanding that I massage her breasts while she's naked. And technically what she's asking for is within the legalities of what it was then. So I said, yeah, no, these are the things that I can do. This is what I can do. This is what I can't do. And she was just kind of laughing at me. she like, it wasn't kind of, she was just laughing at me because, well, I guess they do it differently over in France and in Europe. So I get her on the table, and first I tell her, well, go ahead and undress to your level of comfort. The thing I have to say, even though she's already told me she's getting naked on the table. So I'll give you a couple minutes, do your thing, get undressed, get on the table, and I'll be back in. So I step out. Well, I walk out of the room and Jessie, the receptionist, she is just sitting there. She's dying laughing. She's practically rolling on the ground because she'd been working there for a while. And I'm like, what? What? How did you know? She's like, I know. She's like, I knew this was going to happen. She said, every once in a while, you get a female from Europe that will request a male therapist, and it always goes this way. So she's laughing her ass off at me, and I may as well have been taking a shower at this point. I'm so soaking wet, sweat, and with just stress. And so what did help though was that when Jessie was laughing at me, I kind of figured at this point, okay, this is not a setup. This is really happening. This is not the state sending somebody in to sting me or something. This is really happening. So I go and I do the body wrap. I did what I was supposed to do, right? I did what she asked me to do. She wanted to make sure breast massage, got breast massage. I stayed within the legal boundaries. It was an experience because she just laid out there on the table on top, just naked, completely, just completely. You catch my drift, just complete nakedness. So I did the body wrap, and then I'm like, okay, I don't, for whatever I said at this point, right? I needed 10 minutes. I needed 5 or 10 minutes to go out of the room, to give her an excuse. Later, relax. I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the stone massage. Can't tell you what I said, right? I come back out. Thank God at that point, Jessie had a second shirt for me. She's like, here, I think you're going to need this. We had a standard, polo shirt with the collar and all of that. So she had a second shirt for me. So I'm standing, there's no privacy barrier, right? There wasn't like, in the bathroom, there was a sink, and then there was a separate area for the toilet. So you had to come out to wash your hands and stuff. So there's no privacy. So here I am. I'm just trying to make a living. I'm just trying to support my family. I got a naked French model in the room waiting for me to come in and massage her breasts again. Jessie is standing there as the receptionist. Here I am. I've got my shirt off, giving myself like a whole bath in the sink. And it's just me and these two women in the spa because it's closed now. We're after hours. And I'm just sitting there thinking, how did I get here? And who can I tell this story to? Because I can't go home and tell the wife. How was your day? Well, let me tell you. So it gets much better. So, okay, I get myself straightened up. We had the towel, so I dry off, put on a second shirt. I'm still sweating like a bull. I had a full head of hair with a ponytail at that point, by the way. This was not this. It was a full head ponytail of thick, brown, curly, wavy hair in summer. So in Florida, yeah. So I get back into the room, right? And she's laying there, and I'm trying to explain to her how things are going to go, right? I'm going to start her laying on her stomach. And of course, she immediately does not want the draping. Okay. And then she wants to reiterate, as if it hasn't been enough, wants to reiterate, I want to make sure that you're still going to massage my breasts again, because I guess she has to ask for it. In other words, she wants it. If she comes to America, she knows that as a female and I'm a male therapist, she knows that unless she asks for breast massage specifically, she's not getting it. So, okay, she wants it. I'm like, yes. And she looks at me, and I'm not going to do the accent, but I can still hear it. She says, and I want to make sure it's your hands. I don't want you to cheat and use the stones. And I'm just like, at that point, I don't remember much. Okay. Not because I got to massage her breasts, but because just the whole experience of it. I got the wife at home. I'm trying not to lose my job, but what she's asking for was technically legal, right? And so I do the service, and as if my day couldn't get worse. Remember, this is the Sunday. This is the kicker to the whole thing. She comes out. She's, oh my God, that was fantastic. That was great. It was fantastic. Okay, so she pays for the service. The service is like $400. Okay. Then she tips me the amount equal to the service. So she tips me like whatever it was, $350, $400, whatever it was. And then she says to me, can we do it again tomorrow? And when she said that to me, my heart fell out, my guts fell out. Every part of my body fell out of my body onto the floor, and I just saw it all on the floor. And the reason why that is, ladies and gentlemen, because this was Sunday. And because I worked a unique schedule and we had the massage and the eBay thing going, I had already promised the 3 kids a trip to Disney World on Monday. So I was faced with the dilemma of, oh, and by the way, on a Monday, Jesse would not be there. So it would be just me and the French model in the spa alone for about 4 hours while she's naked and I'm massaging her and I'm fixing to make about another $500-$600, or keep my promise and take the kids to Disney. And so she said, can you tomorrow? Can we do this again tomorrow? No, I can't, because I don't even remember what I said, but I know it wasn't because I know I didn't say because I'm taking my kids to Disney. I can guarantee you I didn't say that. She got all sad. So Tuesday? Can we do it Tuesday? No, because she's leaving on Monday. She wanted to have one more 4-hour experience with me before she got on her plane to go back to France and do model things in France. And I had to tell her no. And no, I don't remember a damn thing about that day at Disney. Not a damn thing. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Of all the things, of all the stories, that's the one I wish that wasn't true. I'm happy it's true, but the what's the word? The conflicting emotions just throughout the entire experience. I don't remember anything about Disney that day. And from what my ex-wife and kids tell me, from what the ex and kids tell me, they don't remember me being there either. They know I was there, but I was checked. I was checked out. And I think I did. I don't remember very much in between her saying that she wanted to make sure I massage her breast with my hands and not the stones. I remember that. I remember her asking to do it again on Monday. I remember telling her no. And then I don't remember much for 3 or 4 days. I couldn't tell you anything, not a damn thing that happened. And I wasn't even sitting around daydreaming about it. I just think I just checked out. My soul left my body. It's okay, this is too much. We're done. We're out here. We're done. We'll see you on Wednesday. So I got more where this is coming from. Hit that subscribe button. Oh, that one, I wish it wasn't true, but it is.